Okay, so I'm going to try this liquid sandpaper on these barstools. They don't need a lot, but I just want to get some of this residue off. And I figured this would be the easiest way because of all the detail. So we shall see how it works. So I'm going to follow the directions. And I have my safety goggles on. I have some gloves. So I'm going to follow directions and see how this works. Y'all wish me luck. Bet you'll never guess where we're going. Did you say Lowe's? You would be correct. We've got to go to Lowe's. We've got to pick up just a little bit more paint for the bar stools. We have some, but I don't think we have enough. And then I got to pick up some stain. So, yep.
You want to slow by Kia and see if they got the part?
Yeah, we can. And we're going by Kia. See if they have my part. Because our son is going to help us with that next weekend, I think. So we'll see. Okay. Update. We decided to take this part off of the stools. That way we can get a good coat on it. And the liquid sandpaper did good, but you see how it had these little rough edges? I just kind of took the sander over it, just kind of smoothed it out. I don't mind that it's got imperfections. It adds to it, but the liquid sandpaper will not sand out like any imperfections. It says that on the bottle. So we've got both of them taken apart, and now we're gonna go out back to James's paint station and get it started. You excited to do this, James?
So hot.
Smile. Smile. Oh, there was a little bit of one.
I am smiling.
There was a little bit of a smile. I feel like this is deja vu. Wasn't too long ago we was out here painting a table and chairs. Now I got to set up painting bar stools. Jeez. I'll show you our little setup we have going on. Hold on. So this is our little setup. This is where James will hang the spray gun. This is our awesome paint sprayer that we got from Lowe's. It is wonderful, but I cannot run it to save my life. I mean, I can work it once James gets it going, but I don't know how to get it going. He does all that. But then here's our stools. Let the fun begin. This is our paint we're gonna be using, and I had it mixed in the tricorn black. We already had some of this, but I got another quart to add to it because a lot has to go through the sprayer. And so that's what we'll be using.
It's deja vu. Memories come back when I'm with you. It's deja vu. Memories come back when I'm with you. Been here 1,000 times. Set up a stage of lies. Say we're done, say it's over. Shouldn't be coming back, but somehow we connect. Acting drunk even though we're sober. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires. The words repeat cause we're scared of the silence. We should be good, good, but we keep lighting fires, fires around ourselves. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires. We always repeat cause we're scared of the silence. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires, fires around ourselves. It's deja vu.
All right, gonna let that dry, flip them over. Go for coat 2. This is what we do. We kind of cover it up while we're waiting in between coats. So nothing will get in it, won't dry out, all that fun stuff. Hard work, I'm exhausted. I figured James would have something sarcastic to say. I mean, I don't know what I was thinking. James, be sarcastic? Never. So James, when we get through with this project, guess what? I think I don't have nothing else planned.
Oh, you a lie.
I think I don't.
You a lie.
What else could I have planned?
Look, you stay awake at night just to dream up crap for us to do.
Do you mind?
I think you ought to repaint the fireplace with the same paint.
I've really thought about that.
I think that's what you ought to do.
You are so hateful. Now I'm gonna have to do it.
I think that's what you ought to do.
You think it would do good with a brush? Are you willing to take the whole thing apart and bring it outside for us to do?
I am not. If I bring it outside, it's going to be on fire when it hits the ground. You need, doesn't it?
Well, then why you give me these ideas?
Well, I'm just saying.
Can we tape off everything in the house so we can spray paint it?
Nope. I'll give you a little bitty paintbrush.
I did paint that with a little bitty paintbrush. You do know that, right?
Little bitty.
I'm not gonna mess with it because we got that decorative wood piece in the middle. I'm not doing that.
I'm just saying, I think it all ought to match.
I'm not doing it. It's in the black family. It'll be fine.
It ought to match.
It'll be fine.
Same paint.
It is the same paint.
No, it's not.
I was just tricking you.
It's not the same paint.
I'm not doing it.
You ought to paint it.
All right. We're gonna watch and let it dry a little bit. Then we'll come back out. Make sure we haven't missed any spots before we do our final cleanup. And then we're gonna poly them. But we're gonna let them dry really good before we do the poly. And I'm gonna do a matte poly just like on the dining table. So it's a perfect day for this. Thank you, Jesus. And I think they're gonna look amazing. Okay, so I've already put 2 coats of clear matte polyacrylic, letting it dry. I do have this fan out here just trying to keep the bugs away. They're wanting to like fly into the polyacrylic, but this is what it's looking like and I'm very happy with it. I'm not going to distress them and I'm just going to let them naturally distress and it will be fine. So, but this is what they look like. So good. So happy with them. James is about to smoke us some, what are these called, James?
Country style ribs.
Country style ribs. And what did you season them with?
Garlic, salt, and the magic butt rub.
Butt rub?
Butt rub.
Okay.
Don't rub your butt with that butt rub.
I'll have to go in there and show you what he's talking about. It's been a day. It has been a day, but we've got a lot accomplished, and I could not have done it without James. All right, let me find, where's the butt rub, James? This one.
Yeah.
It's the, where did you buy this at?
Rouse's.
Rouse's?
Yeah, it's pretty regular at Rouse's.
But what if they don't have a Rouse's?
Walmart has it from time to time in this area.
Might not be other areas.
Might not be other areas.
Sorry, y'all. Anyway, that's what he put on ours. And y'all might,
Sprinkle it.
you just sprinkle it.
Yeah. Now, the majority of it is salt, garlic salt, but the butt rub has a little bit of garlic, a little bit of
Like a little kick.
paprika, a little bit of, yeah.
Just a little kick. But y'all know I don't do spicy, so it can't be too much of a kick.
Right.
I don't do spicy, James.
Then why'd you marry me? Because I'm spicy.
Anyway, we got to clean up our mess here in the kitchen. We've got all of our little pieces to the spray gun soaking, and those spray guns are fabulous, but the cleanup is a pain. But, you know, it is what it is. Close this cabinet. All right, so that's what's been going on today. Literally, we had to make 2 trips to Lowe's because I thought I had enough of polyacrylic, and I didn't. And so we got them painted, and then we run to Lowe's while they're drying. So we've made 2 trips to Lowe's today. Yay us. Look, I have painted myself. Look at this. Now look. Oh, good thing my pedicure is black polish. Okay.
See?
You've gotten better about being on camera, so now now you got to talk Buster into getting better on camera. Oh, that breeze feels so good, y'all. It just feels so good. Being in the shade, the breeze is blowing. By no means is it a cool front or anything, but we'll take it. Today has been a good day to do this. Hadn't been so humid, so this has been able to dry relatively quickly. Good morning, it's a new day. Y'all, I am so glad we got those bar stools painted yesterday because it has already been raining today. So, although they were painted, they're still not fully cured. They were painted and I put a polyacrylic over them. But we have got them back together. We brought them inside last night, put them in a room, didn't put them back together. We just got them put back together, and now I'm going to show you what they look like. I'm so excited about them. They look so good. So I'm going to take you over there and show you what they look like. Look at that. Does that not look so good? I am so happy with that. They just, I love them black. To me, they look so much better black than they did the original oak. I'm not a big, huge advocate for painting perfectly good wood. But in this case, I think that it just brought them up next level. And I'm going to show y'all the dining table just overlook. My house is a mess, but see how it just kind of all ties in with the dining table and everything. And then when you look this way, it all ties in with the living room. So I love it. And I definitely think it's an improvement. And I know some of y'all are like, don't get rid of your other bar stools. But to me, this just looks so much better. Although the other ones were beautiful, this just kind of ties the living room, there's Buster, the living room and the dining room all together since it is open concept. So I love it. Delane and them made it to Hawaii. They had a very long flight, several flights actually. They made it last night, 7:30, around 7:30 Central Standard Time, our time here, and it was only like 2:30 p.m. there, so they was able to recoup some of their hours, but it was a very long flight. So she did send me a couple pictures. She's having the best time. They're going to what did she say they're going today? The Jurassic tour and something else, I don't know, but she's loving it. She's like, we feel like we're in a different country, and I was like, why? She said, I guess just the culture, you know. So I'm glad she's getting to experience that. Thank y'all so much for y'all that prayed for their safe travels. The Lord was definitely keeping his hand on them. They had to stop in Houston. They had to land so they could work on the plane. Buster, what are you doing? Anyway, she was like, we may miss our flight to Vegas, or flight in Vegas or something. I was like, it's better to miss a flight than to crash. So, but they didn't miss any flights. They barely made one of their flights, but they made it just the same. So they're having a great time. Mama is taking care of Benson, and I'm going to go probably next week and kind of give her a break and let her get out. But she's not feeling too well. She's having a lot of sinus issues, so she's just laying around. Benson's just laying around, so it's all working out. I don't know what we're really going to do this weekend. We don't really have a lot planned, which is good. We really need the rest. James needs the rest. He's out there piddling in the garage. So I don't know that we'll really have a lot. But if anything happens, I'll pull up the camera and bring y'all along. We did make 2 trips to Lowe's yesterday. So we've had our check-in. But I'm thinking about, I may run to the thrift store in a little while just because. But I do have to make a grocery order. We're going to sit down in a little while and figure out what we're going to, our meals for the next week, kind of see what we have, see what we need to order. We did go and stock up on a bunch of meats yesterday. He keeps eyes on different stores that have the sales on the meat. So thank goodness we have that little freezer because it is fully stocked. So we just need to get some other items, the filler items, you know. So we'll do that in a little while. But yeah, I just wanted to show y'all my beautiful bar stools. Ooh, I love them. It's all coming together. You know, it just proves it takes time to get the pieces you want and love and just bring it all together. I look back on some of the photos when we moved in this house and how far it's come. Some people might have liked the before because it was very minimalistic. But I'm loving it now, and I'm loving that buying the different thrifted items and just kind of making our home, you know? So if you're just starting out or starting over, just give yourself some grace. It'll take some time, but you'll get there. This did not happen. This is our house, and I'm not saying it's perfect and everything's just like it needs to be or anything like that. I'm not bragging by any means, but I'm just saying everything. If you look at what we have and the different things, it didn't happen just overnight. And especially if you're not going to shop your box stores, your mass-produced stores, and just go and be able to get everything at one time. I'm enjoying the process of thrifting my items and thrifting my home. So, and making stuff, you know, I've DIY'd stuff. James has built stuff. So give yourself some grace. You'll get there. And I think that's, to me, that's the fun of it, you know. I love being able to decorate my home in stages and as I find pieces. So you'll get there. You'll get there. Give yourself some time and some grace. My daughter's in the stage right now. You know, they just bought that big home. It's a lot larger than the other one they had. And, you know, they're going to, over time, they'll be buying pieces and, you know, so it's just a process. And I just enjoy the process, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Enjoy the process. Don't get discouraged. Just enjoy the process. All right. I will talk to y'all in just a little bit. For now, I'm headed to the thrift store just to see, because you just never know, as I proved earlier in the week with my amazing thrift haul. I just cannot believe it. So maybe I'll have some luck today. We shall see. So I will catch up with y'all in a little bit. Of course, I'm going to share with y'all if I find anything exciting. So I'll talk to you soon. Well, sometimes you win and sometimes you lose at the Goodwill. I didn't find anything there, but I did pick up a couple items at my favorite thrift store, and I didn't even have to pay for them because I had reward points that covered it. So I didn't even have to pay anything. I mean, I know I paid for it, but you know what I'm saying. No cash out of pocket. So now I'm gonna head to McAllister's. I've ordered me a sandwich, and I'm gonna pick that up, head home, and probably crash for the day. I'm really drained and tired, and it is the perfect day for it. It is just gloomy. Thank goodness we painted the bar stools yesterday because it's already started raining today. So anyway, I'll catch up with you in a little bit. All right, y'all, I'm going to show you my few little items I picked up at the thrift store. It's a very small haul, but you know, tiny but mighty. So my first piece was this little bag. And it had 3 items in it. I didn't want one of them, so before I even left, I just opened the bag and put it back in the donation pile. It was some kind of little wood piece. I had no need for it, so I put it back in the donate pile. But The reason I bought this little bag was for this and this alone, but I like the other piece in it too. So it's this cute little clock. And it was originally $7 somewhere, I'm not sure where, but it's so cute. This is like metal, but it's not vintage or anything, but the clock just kind of comes out and you can add a battery to it, and then it has the magnetic pieces on it that holds the back on. But I just absolutely love it. Thought it was so cute, and so I picked that up. And then in the bag was also this tiny little butterfly framed piece, and it's cute too. I was thinking about changing the little butterfly out, but I'm probably just gonna leave it as is and style these together somewhere. I have an idea, so we'll see if it works out. And then the next item I picked up was this book. And this, I want to say this one was copyright in 1997. Yeah, 97. But I got it because I love looking at these books. And then I'm just going to take this off, and it's still, because the jacket is really in bad shape. But it was originally, I paid $2 for this, and it was originally $34.95. But I love sitting down and looking through these books because you can just get so many ideas, and I just love looking at them. So I picked that up. So that is my little thrift haul that I got. I heard Buster come in. I guess he went back out. But I'm just gonna throw this dust jacket away because, like I said, it's in pretty rough shape, and I like just having the hardback book. So there you go. I actually got this idea to look for these books. I had never thought about it before, and I was watching my friend Julie over Thrilled Thrifter, and she was showing some books that she got like this, and I was like, oh, that is such a great idea. I never thought to look for those books, and so I found one today. They had another one, but I didn't like the cover on it. It didn't have the picture that was on the dust jacket. It was not very attractive, and the dust jacket was really in bad shape. So I left that one, but I did get this one. So I'm gonna go sit down. This is a perfect day to sit down and just kind of look through it and play. So let me go put my other two items up where I have an idea for them. I'll show you that, and we'll see what else happens. You're so handsome.